You're watching Republic TV. Now, the Union Home Ministry has enhanced the powers of the Border Security Force to arrest, search and seize within 50 kilometers from the international border in Assam, West Bengal and Punjab. Now, this move has stirred a political fight in Punjab. Punjab Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi has called out the decision as an attack on federalism and urged the centre to roll back additional powers. We take a look.
The union government extended the jurisdiction of Border Security Force from 15 kilometers to 50 kilometers from the international border in Punjab, West Bengal and Assam on October 11th. In a massive boost to the national security, the centre has now empowered the Border Security Force to conduct searches, arrest suspects and make seizures in the three states sharing borders with Pakistan and Bangladesh. While the amendment in the BSF Act was aimed at ensuring zero tolerance against cross-border terrorism, the move has now ticked off massive political debate. From the Punjab Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi dubbing the move as an attack on federalism, to Punjab Deputy Chief Minister Sukhjinder Singh Randhawa touting the move as an attempt to divert attention from the issue of drones coming from across the border.
50 किलोमीटर वाला किता ये डायरेक्ट फैडरल स्ट्रक्चर ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦਖਲਅੰਦਾਜ਼ੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਦੀ ਵੀ ਬਰਦਾਸ਼ਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ। ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਸਿੱਧੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਟੇਟ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੰਮ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਆਫ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਜੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਟੇਟ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਜਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਫੋਰਸਿਸ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਲਈ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਕੰਮ ਰਹੇਗਾ।
To Shiromani Akali Dal accusing the government of sabotaging the democratic process, the opposition has not refrained from giving the move a political angle. Even as the opposition slammed the centre, former Punjab Chief Minister Captain Amrinder Singh said that the issue of Central Armed Forces should not be dragged into politics. Will the political parties now embroil even the good name of the Indian Armed Forces into their political commentary? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Now, on one hand, increased jurisdiction of the BSF is being politicized. And on the other hand, personnel of the armed forces are up day and night fighting terrorism along India's border areas. We get the special report from the international border for you, where BSF personnel are on a strict vigil to keep terrorists from infiltrating Indian territory. We take a look at this report from the BSF camp.
25th of February 2021, when India and Pakistan agreed to abide by the ceasefire agreement 2003, there has been a lull on the international border. But this doesn't mean that the brave hearts of the Border Security Force have lowered their guard. They are standing alert to foil any nefarious attempt of the enemy. And we are in the international border area of Jammu, where these Jawans, these brave hearts of the Border Security Force, they are keeping a strict vigil on each and every movement of the enemy. Because on the other side, the adversary Pakistan is looking for an opportunity to push those trained terrorists into the Indian territory, which are situated on the other side on the launch pads that the photos and the maps of which Republic Media Network has accessed, and that shows the huge presence, because there are credible inputs that the terrorists are waiting on the launch pads. This has been confirmed by the Additional Director General of Jammu Zone, Mukesh Singh, to Republic, that there is a presence of terrorists on the other side and they are looking for a chance. And the recent incidents that have unfolded along the line of control in Rajouri and Poonch district, where 7 infiltration attempts have been foiled by the Indian Army and Jammu and Kashmir Police, that speaks of volume, that how Pakistan is in a fool's paradise, that they have got some strategic depth post-Taliban taking over the regime in Afghanistan, and now these terror outfits that are operating from the land of Pakistan, they too are too desperate to carry out a major terror strike in Jammu. Even the modules that have been busted hints towards the same, that there is a regular threat and a regular attempt from the across so that they can carry out a major terror strike. But these brave hearts of the Border Security Force, they are keeping a strict vigil on each and every activity of the adversary. In past 3 months, the dynamics of the border and the internal security have totally changed, with Pakistan resorting to the use of modern gadgetry so that they can vitiate the peace process in Jammu and Kashmir. But on the international border, the BSF stands still because they are now not only catering the challenge of forced infiltration, pushing of terrorists into the Indian territory, use of tunnel by Pakistan, as well as the new challenge, which is a drone challenge. And they are keeping a strict vigil on each and every movement from across, because it is really very important when you have an adversary like Pakistan who has only one motto, that is to vitiate the peace process and push as much as terrorists as they can. And now, with the Taliban taking over the regime in Afghanistan, the dynamics have completely changed and the threat is growing day by day, as there are multiple agencies inputs which suggest that the terrorists, not only Pakistani but also Taliban, may try to put their focus on Jammu and Kashmir, as multiple statements have come from the Taliban leadership that they will speak for Kashmir, the so-called cause of Kashmir, which Pakistan has been doing the propaganda for. And now, to keep a strict vigil on the activities of the enemy, these brave hearts of the Border Security Force are keeping around-the-clock strict vigil so that each and every attempt from the enemy can be foiled, and that too within the time, because time is really precious when you are guarding the borders of a country like India.